Good morning, it's Mary Beth with the Children's Ministries. When I was working with some kids, we used to go up to Phoenix every month, and right before we got to the place we were going, there was this long tunnel on the freeway, and we would always wait for the tunnel, and when we went in, we would hold our breath until we got out and then make a wish. And some of the kids were really good at holding their breath, and some were not very good, and they were struggling at the end, and they would go and take a deep breath once they got out. But it can be sometimes really, really hard to hold your breath. But the amazing thing about breathing is that most of the time we don't even have to think about it. So I wanted to read a devotion from this book. It's called Indescribable, 100 Devotion About God and Science, and it's all about breathing. So here's what it says. Just breathe. Breathing, it's something you do every day, all day long, whether you're awake or asleep. When you breathe in air which is full of oxygen, it travels in through your nose or your mouth if your nose is stuffy, and into your lungs. Your lungs send the oxygen from the air to every cell of your body to give them energy. As your cells use the oxygen, they make a waste gas called carbon dioxide. That's what you breathe out. Your brain actually tells you how fast to breathe. When you exercise or get frightened or get excited, your cells need more energy, and so you need more oxygen too. So your brain tells your lungs to breathe faster. But when you're asleep, you don't need as much energy, and your brain tells your lungs to slow down. Breathing isn't something you really have to think about, though. Aren't you glad God made your body that way? But sometimes it gets hard to breathe. Have you ever faced a problem so big that it felt hard to breathe? Or have you ever been so frightened or felt so lonely that you just couldn't seem to catch your breath? When it gets hard to breathe, stop everything and go to God. Pray and tell Him everything you're feeling. Then just sit quietly with Him. He'll help you catch your breath. And then He'll give you the strength to take the next breath. And then the next one. And then one more. God won't let go of you. Not ever. And He'll bring you safely through whatever trouble you're facing. That's not just a promise. It's God's promise to you. And God never goes back on His promises. So, at the end it says a little prayer, and it goes like this. Lord, when the stuff that's happening around me makes it hard to breathe, I'm so grateful I can come to you and find rest and a chance to breathe again. Amen. And one more fun fact. The average person can hold his or her breath for 30 seconds, but the Guinness World Record belongs to Alex Segura Vendrell. He held his breath for 24 minutes and 3.45 seconds in Barcelona, Spain in 2016. Now that's some lung power. All right, I hope you enjoyed that and you learned something about breathing and what to do when you're having a hard time catching your breath and that you know you can rely on God.